What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be doing the new monthly episode of the monthly pickups, the monthly random pickups of the month of December this time around. So let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so as you guys know, if you've tuned into one of these monthly random pickups videos, there is nothing's off the table as far as what could be randomly picked up in this video, pretty much. Most of it is not clothing, but this time around I'm happy to say I got two things of clothing. Nothing too crazy, but something I definitely wanted to show in this video. I don't think it deserved a dedicated video by any means. Yeah, I got a ton of stuff this month. Some of these are little Christmas gifts, others are things that I bought at some point. So the first thing we're gonna do is just a Jordan knit hat, nothing too crazy here, but I found this just at a Ross for like $5 and I was like, why not? Because it'll go with pretty much any classic Jordan shoe. As you can see here, it has just the tassel top, or the puffball, the pom-pom, whatever you want to call it, and then you got the Jumpman logo on the front, and that's pretty much it. It's just red. It has a little bit of a pattern going through the knit on the top, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this. It's very wearable, and I've already worn it a ton. The next pickup that is clothing is going to be this New Balance Hoops t-shirt, which I actually got for my girlfriend. Shout out to her for Christmas. And yeah, I've been really wanting this. This is a super awesome shirt. If you did not know, this is a New Balance basketball shirt that has Kawhi on it. This is him shooting the shot. I definitely needed to get it because this will look really cool with the Omnises, with any New Balances. I think this is a sweet shirt. And yeah, they've been really killing it, New Balance, as far as the apparel goes, as well with the New Balance hoop stuff. I think it's all been super cool, and this is definitely no exception. It wouldn't be a random pickup video without an Amiibo pickup, and this time around we got the Snake. I think I talked about how I wanted to get the Snake eventually, and I was gonna get it without a doubt. And here it is. Finally did. I really like this. I'm not a huge Metal Gear Solid fan by any stretch of the imagination. I love playing as him in Smash. I've always thought he was a really cool character. And how cool is it to say that there's a Nintendo Amiibo of Snake? So this is one of those ones that's so obscure that if you like Amiibo, you definitely got to get this one. Now, next pickup is a brand new game that I picked up, and that is going to be River City Girls. Now, I think a lot of people are going to be like, why did he buy such a weird game? But if you really look at the gameplay of this game, River City Girls, it is really good. This is an indie game, and I think getting indie games physically is pretty cool. This one came with a manual inside, and it's very chunky, the manual. It's a lot of pages, I think like 45 or something, and you can just feel how heavy this case is opposed to the ones that never come with a manual, a typical Switch case. And this game is really fun. I've already played it a ton already, and it is really hard. So if you are interested in this game, just expect it to be one of the hardest games you've played in a while. It is a beat 'em up game that's side-scrolling, and there's bosses in it and stuff, and it takes away your money when you die, so it makes it really hard because you need money to buy stuff to get better usually. There's leveling up in it as well, and I have seen on videos of walkthroughs and stuff, people being way lower level than me, beating some of these bosses, but I'm like 10 times higher than them and I still can't beat them. So it's really crazy. There's a lot of tactics to it too, where you just gotta play them over and over again, the bosses, and you'll finally figure out what you gotta do to beat these guys. But yeah, it's a really fun game. I recommend, it's a two-player game too, so I definitely recommend playing this two players because it's really hard single player wise. And another game I picked up is Mortal Kombat 11. I'm not a huge fan of Mortal Kombat or anything, but I thought since it's on Switch, it'd be really cool to get one of the newest fighters out there that's hardcore and played on Switch, and that's what I did, and I really like it. It's really fun. I really like the interacting with the setting. You can grab things from the setting and use them as a weapon. I'm not good at it by any means, but it's a fun game to play once in a while if you just want to like beat the crap out of one of your friends or something. Awesome stuff with Scorpion, Sub-Zero are super cool in this. And yeah, the fatalities and stuff are always really cool to see. This is one of those games though, it is so gory and stuff that I was kind of scared to even get it because I didn't know if I could handle how terribly disgusting it is. Now, another staple that's pretty much on a lot of these monthly pickup videos is Funko Pops, and we got another Funko Pop. I've said this a lot, but I really don't collect Funko Pops. But whenever I see something that's really cool that I really resonate with, I'm like, why not? That'd be kind of cool to own one of that. And this one is the Michael Jordan one. I just thought, being a sneaker guy in general, being from the Illinois area, watching the Bulls all the time, it was like a no-brainer to own this with all of that in mind. Doing the Jumpman pose, wearing the Jordan 3s on this as well. So for $9, I believe it was, this is definitely a steal that is just a really cool thing to own. It's just a cool little piece to have in your collection that's displayed in your room. Right, so I got 2 DVDs as well, which is another staple in the monthly pickups, as you guys know, and 2 very different DVDs. So we're gonna start with the first one being a Blu-ray of the Blues Brothers. I mean, we just talked about how with Illinois here, being an Illinois resident, what is a Illinois person, a Chicago person without the Blues Brothers, you know? Just an iconic thing. I really like their music as well. You definitely gotta check the music out, the CD for this movie. It's awesome. I actually have that physically as well somewhere stashed with my CD collection. And the other DVD I picked up, Spirited Away. My connection with this movie actually is I used to be in a art club, or basically an art school that would actually be after my elementary school. I would go to this building that was completely independent from my regular school, and there would always be, I think I was there for 3 or 4 hours like every day. And there would be a time period where we get like a lunch break or snack break basically, and we would all sit around a TV and watch a movie or a TV show. And I distinctly remember watching this movie during one of those breaks, and I couldn't remember the name of it or anything, so I ended up trying to look it up one day, and I figured out that it was Spirited Away. I could not remember the movie very well, but I could distinctly remember certain scenes, so I had to get it and watch it for myself. And after watching it, geez, this movie is crazy, guys. I have watched it all the way through, and I still am completely confused on a lot of things. There's so much mystery behind it. It's an award-winning movie, actually, and I definitely recommend it. As soon as I was done watching it, I knew that I was going to have to research a bunch of things on what people think the meaning is of a lot of the stuff, because it is that interesting and it is that mysterious of a movie. Now, this may be one of the most random pickups out of all the pickups that I've gotten, and I mean, it's kind of expected from me, but I've shown this on my Instagram already and I'm really excited about it, and that is a plush of Dreadnought Gen 8 Pokemon Sword and Shield. My girlfriend actually got this for me for Christmas, and I really appreciate it. It is super cool. It's pretty big. It's not massive. It's on PokemonCenter.com if you want to pick it up. They also have a Corviknight, which I thought would be really cool. But I'm pretty happy with the Dreadnought. I think it looks cooler to just have it standing on its own rather than the Corviknight is a bird, so I just feel like it wouldn't stand up very well. My last 3 pickups are going to be different various books. The first one being Dragon Ball Z, the manga, the second book this is. I already have the first book and I read it all the way. It was super fast read. These are all really fast reads, but this is what the anime was based off of, was these books. So I want to eventually get them all and read them all, but I'm slowly doing it little by little. Obviously, I'm only on the second one, and I think one of my first random pickup videos, I actually had this book in the first one, which I see it over there. And my last 2 pickups for this video are pretty much connected. They are both Slam magazines of Jordans. They're collector's editions. This one is the special issue that has Jordan 4 on one side, and it's a flip that goes to the Jordan 3, or should I say Jordan 3 to Jordan 4. It's super cool. Jordan 3 is one of my favorite shoes of all time. I also really like the Jordan 4. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite of all time, but yeah, it's definitely a really cool book to have. There's a lot of cool things in this, including like some pictures that I've never even seen. There's a picture of LeBron actually wearing Jordan 3 white cements, so these right here, during a game. He actually wore them for a game. And that was amazing to me. I never knew anything about that, and rose a lot of questions for me personally, because he already had a signature shoe from his first game in the league from then on. So I kind of am confused how he would even be allowed to wear the Jordan 3 for a game. And then the other Slam magazine is going to be the Jordans 1 through 33 book from Slam magazine. This is really cool. It's a collector's issue, so it's really cool. It has a ton of knowledge about every single Jordan. I know most of it already, but it's just a sweet thing to own that you can just put on your shelf. I have a book over here about a ton of different sneakers. I have the first Sneaker News magazine as well over on the shelf over here. You got the golf book obviously there. So I like to just have a bunch of reading material on the things that I love. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna conclude the pickups, the random pickups for the month of December, guys. I'm pretty happy with all of this. Let me know down below if there was anything specific you really liked from this. And yeah, please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video as well, guys. And please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf weighing, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace.